Hello again, everyone. It's Vince, and this is our update for February 3rd, 2026. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's take a quick look at what the markets did today. As you can see, we did finish in the red. Now, here's a quick snapshot of how the day went. We opened up and we sold off immediately, all the way through the lunch hour into early afternoon. Then we started to rally a little here. But by the end of the day, we could not make it back. The Dow finished lower by 173. The S&P down 60. Nasdaq down 398. I mean, sizable down day here, except for the Russell, which was down just a point here. Or actually was up slightly. I'm sorry. I think the futures just opened. Yep, it's 6 p.m. Eastern. Futures just opened. So these are the new numbers here. Let's have a quick look. Crude oil was up and is opening slightly higher again. Gold had a decent day and is up 42 points here. Silver up a buck 95. Again, it was kind of a crazy back and forth day, but we're green and that's helpful. Bond yields lower. The dollar slightly lower. Remember we spoke about this trend line? It bumped up against it and is pulling back. Now, we according to Victory 3, we still don't have another short here to enter just yet, but keep an eye out for that. That could be something coming up. The VIX up a buck 66 here, but still sitting just above 18, while Bitcoin here having a rough day, down 3,100 here, was lower earlier. Was actually below the 74,000 level earlier, has rallied a little and is at 75.5, while Ethereum down 114 points here so far. We have not much today on the economic data points, but tomorrow we get the ADP employment change. Thursday and Friday will be more important there. On the earnings front, yeah, I've got a lot going on. This morning we had PayPal and a few others, and just after the market closed, we had AMD. So let's go to the charts here and have a look at a couple of those. PayPal here having a rough day, down 1063 or a little over 20% on that earnings report. Big gap down here. What does that do to the longer term charts? Well, have a look. We are now, getting close here. Heading towards those all-time lows. I mean, really, there's not a whole lot of support here. And I mean, talk about a fall from grace. We were up at 309 at one point, going back to 2022, and here we are at $41. The lows come in right around 30. So pretty ugly there for PayPal. Also, AMD that just reported this evening after market close. It looked like it was okay here, but after market close, we are down almost 20 points here, or about 8%. So we could be in for a rough day tomorrow there on AMD. Now, I've got a few other charts to share with you, a bunch of charts actually here. And I've got a couple that I really like to the long side, one to the short side, and a bunch in between that are all grouped, by theme here. The rare earths here. My favorite out of these four is UUUU. We'll look at that in a second. And then we have the global ETFs, different markets around the world. And EWW is my favorite. And then, of course, we have a single stock to possibly short here, CPRT. So let's go to the rare earths. I'm going to start with UUUU. And it's not a long list of these either. And yet we've had a number of them look like they've turned around. Here's UUUU. We've got a nice cup and now handle forming. We've got a Victory 3 signal here. If we look at the weekly, it's trending in the monthly. This is my favorite. We talked about this one a while ago after we cleared the highs of that multi-year consolidation, and we're off and running. And as we said, it still looks like we've got a ton of upside potential. So This is a nice looking setup. If we look at the next earnings date, it is 48 days out, so nothing to worry about there. The other rare earths are USAR. That also looks pretty good here. Um, and when we look at the weekly and the monthly, we've got room to go. Um, 22 days to go to earnings. So I mean, there's a lot here to like. No question. REMX is another one. There it is. And actually, this is an ETF, the Vanik Rare Earth and Strategic Metals, so no earnings to worry about there. If we look at the weekly and the monthly, also looking pretty good here. So I think this is one sector that may be coming back to life. Uh, NEXA is another one. This one has been strong for a little while. If you look at the weekly and the monthly, but we still got room to go to the high. So all of those looking pretty good to me. Um, and where's my list here? There it is. Now we move to the global ETFs, starting with my favorite EWW here. There it is. Nice buy signal there. Obviously, these have been trending for a while. So these are, you know, one of the reasons why my favorite is EWW. If you look at the weekly, we're just breaking out to new all-time highs right now. So a lot of these have been running for a while in our all-time highs, but I really like this one. If we go back to our list here, we have EPU. Let me go back to the daily EPU. This is the Peru global exposure. And nice retest of this level, and now a bounce. What else do we have? We have EWY, right? South Korea, also looking pretty good. ECH here. Chile, also looking very good. EWG, right? Germany, signaling. And lastly, Poland, EPOL, also looking very good. So many there to choose from. And lastly, CPRT to the short side. There it is. Now, have we cleared these lows yet? No, we have not. But these signals are pretty strong. It's not a short plus. It's not one of the high probability signals, but still looking pretty good. And if you look at the weekly, right, it looks like there's room to go here. And here it is on the monthly, where, of course, there'll be some support along the way, but it's definitely turned around and has been, like a falling knife here on the monthly. So taking a bit of a breather now. Looks like we're about to continue that move. So there is a lot to choose from there. Remember, these are not recommendations. They're just trade ideas, things I'm looking at. And speaking of things I'm looking at, tomorrow morning, we have another live market chat where we're kicking off at 10 a.m. But as per your request, what we're going to do tomorrow is spend most of the session on me talking about how I'm going to trade Victory 3, more specifically, my daily routine. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what I do day in and day out, how I assess the overall market, what news I'm looking for, how I go about finding trade setups, exactly how I do my search, what do I incorporate in my search, how do I compare one to the other and finalize my list, all of that. So come on and join us, 10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to kick off tomorrow. I really hope to see you there. But until then, enjoy your evening, and we'll see you on our next update. Take care.